Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. Beim letzten Mal haben wir das Werktätigkeitsexamen abgeschlossen, nochmal ein bisschen was zum Thema Elise gehört und haben uns auf den Weg nach Heimdallr begeben, wo unser nächster vielzeitig stattfindet. Und um die kümmern wir uns jetzt auch. Also da kommen wir dann gleich auch an. The Ministry of Railways wishes to thank all passengers for their patronage. The semi-express line is bound for Heimdallr. Our next stop is Heimdallr, the terminus of this express line. Please ensure you have all of your belongings with you when you disembark the train. Phew, looks like we're almost there. Indeed, it doesn't feel as though our train ride was all that long. Well, Heimdallr just a stone's throw away west of Twister. We could have just gone back to Twister at night. Well, yes, that's true, but plenty of people commute to work in the capital every day after all. Ja, aber dann wäre die Experience ja nicht dieselbe, wenn man einfach wieder abends zurückfahren würde. Heimdallr Central Station. Die haben wir schon ein paar Mal gesehen.
Exactly on time.
Huh?
Kann keine deutsche Bahn gewesen sein. Wobei Erebonias schon stark an Deutschland angelehnt ist. Also zumindest. Also nicht vom Layout oder so, aber von Architektur und Namen und so natürlich. Aber Züge haben die sich anscheinend nicht, sind dann doch eher japanisch inspiriert.
Wait, what?
You're that.
You're from the Railway Military Police, if memory serves me correctly.
You're Captain Claire, was it?
That's right. I'm glad you remember me. I believe it's been about 3 months since we last met.
So, this must be the woman the group who went to Keldic encountered.
So this is an officer from the fearsome RMP?
Since you're here, does that mean you're going to be the one assigning our tasks for this month's field study?
No, I'm just here to provide a place for you to talk with the person who is. He should be here any moment now. Ah, here he comes.
Perfect timing.
No way.
Ja, wer das ist, erkennt man, glaube ich,
Dad?
sofort.
Huh. I've seen him in the Imperial Chronicle before.
Governor Regnitz, one of the reformists' most influential voices.
So this is Machias's father.
This is the first time I've met most of you, so let me introduce myself. I'm Karl Regnitz, Machias's father.
Karl.
I'm the governor of Heimdallr and head of the local government. It's a pleasure to finally meet you, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7.
Railway Military Police Command Post briefing room. My apologies for the location. I would have preferred to brief you in City Hall. But I'm regrettably short on time, so I had to ask the captain here to lend us this room. Anyway, let's move on to confirming your assignments and lodgings. Hold on a minute. How did you, of all people, not being this the one to sort out our lodgings and cast? It seems a little too convenient. Yeah, now that you mention it. If you wouldn't mind us asking, sir, how did you wind up as our point of contact? My apologies, I probably should have explained a little more first. It's actually a very simple reason. I'm here because I sit on Thors Military Academy's board of directors. You what? How? First Eustace's brother, then Elisa's mother, and now Marcus's father. It stretches the bounds of imagination to believe the Academy's choice of directors is mere coincidence. Not. I can assure you the three of us didn't arrange for it to be that way. If anything, I was unsure what to do when the Academy first offered the position to me. The Academy did. Would I be right in assuming there's some kind of secret reason behind the formation of Class 7? I'm afraid that's not my place to say. But whatever the case may be, I'm the third and final member of the Board of Directors. And that's why I'm the one who's prepared your field study task and arranged lodging for all of you. Hat er gelogen oder ist das zu dem Zeitpunkt noch, sind es wirklich zu dem Zeitpunkt offiziell nur die 3? Huh. Unbelievable. It's all starting to make sense now. Thanks for clearing that up, sir. Anyway, back to what you were saying before. Yes, as I said, I'm short on time, so I'm afraid I'll have to keep this brief. Your field study will take place over 3 days, of which this is the first. As such, the third day will coincide with the start of the summer festival. Each group will be assigned half of the city and tend to a list of needs I've drawn up for you. So one group will take the eastern half of the city and the other group the west. Aber warum nicht eine Gruppe den Norden und eine Gruppe den Süden, Emma? The city's big enough that it looks like we'll be working apart, even though we're in the same place. Indeed, I'm sure you've seen for yourself how vast Heimdallr is. If the group were to rove around the entire city, you'd have trouble getting anything done. As such, I've broken it down so that all of Group A's tasks cover the area east of Vaincourt Street, while Group B tasks are focused on the area west of Vaincourt Street. Must be an important street. I believe Vaincourt Street is the main thoroughfare that runs through the city, leading to the Imperial Palace. That's one. As soon as we leave the station, you'll see it stretching out to the north. It's hardly a precise division, but for the purpose of this field study, I'm sure it'll be more than sufficient. Das erklärt immerhin, warum man theoretisch direkt von Westen und Osten ausgeht, nicht von Norden und Süden. Aber das bestätigt ja eigentlich, dass Emma schon mal hier war. Now I'd like each group to take one of these envelopes. Address and key. This envelope looks just like the one we usually get with our field study itinerary. But what about this address and key? Group A, Alto Street 43221. Group B, Vesta Street 527 126. Oh, Alto Street, that's the one where my family lives. Really? Yep, can't say the address brings any particular place to mind, so I seem to remember Vesta Street being a main street on the west side of the city. Yes, it's a fairly lively working class neighborhood. Dad, are these? That's right, the addresses of the places you'll be staying while you're here along with the keys. Those group will be staying in different places, so I'd suggest tracking down your lodgings before you start your work. Think of it as a small orienteering exercise to help you get a better feel for the city. My apologies, I'm afraid I'll have to take my leave now. Dad? Preparation for the summer festival have me running from place to place, as you can imagine. I wish I could stay and chat a bit longer, but that's life in politics for you. Oh, and one more thing. The communication functionality of your Arcs has been enabled in the city. Good luck out there. Wait, hold on, just a... Jetzt ist noch genug Zeit, gerade was zu sagen. I'm not sure what to make of it all. Since he's the governor, I was expecting him to seem a lot more strict, but he actually seems more playful. Yeah, you're ashamed you had to see that. He's always been like that, I'm afraid. At least he manages to fulfill his responsibilities as governor, somehow. Actually, I've heard he's extremely good at the job. Come from the background he does, he's friendly and down to earth, but people say he's a born leader too. The Imperial Chronicle always paints him in a favorable light as well. I hear he butts heads with the noble faction far less than his fellow reformist Chancellor Osborne. In politics, a friendly demeanor can just as easily be an act to sway popular sentiment. After all, there aren't many who can waltz in and borrow meeting space from the RNP. Well, the capital is the nexus and the heart of a nation's entire railway network. As such, the railway military police finds itself indebted daily to Governor Reagan's good graces. This was just an opportunity for us to return the favor, at least a little. Come on now. Well, thank you for allowing us to use this room for a meeting. We need to get our field study underway, so if you'll excuse us. Of course, I wish you well in your studies. If you follow me, I'll escort you to the station's exit. Incredible. It's so vast. Heimdallr, the Vermilion capital. The size of this city never ceases to amaze me. Way too many people. It only starts to sink in that I'm in the capital after I see an old tram zipping along. Is that what those little train vehicles are? I've never had the opportunity to ride one, but I believe they're used to ferry people around the city more easily. Yeah, they're the main form of public transportation here. They link all 16 of the capital's main districts. There's something of an icon here in Heimdallr. The fare is pretty cheap too, which makes them convenient for getting around. But people use them so often that they just buy a yearly pass. Amazing, all that and so many orbital cars on the roads too. Why is that building off in the distance? That would be Valflame Palace, residence of His Majesty the Emperor. Although from what I understand, Chancellor Osborne's imperial government is also situated within. Yes, that's the case. Anyway, I'll be taking my leave here. I wish you the best of luck on your 3 days of field study. Thank you. Thanks for taking the time to see us off. She really doesn't seem like an army officer, does she? Indeed, though the railway military police are known as one of the Imperial Army's most elite divisions, not to mention one of the branches most despised by the aristocracy. If a province has a railway, you can virtually guarantee they'll use it as an excuse to meddle in its security affairs. I've rarely seen them in the ground, though judging by their actions during our encounter in the natural park, they did seem exceptionally well trained. Yeah, even with the same number of soldiers, they had no trouble rolling right over the provincial army. And on top of that, the captain is so elegant and pretty. She even looked good in a uniform. Some people have overlapped. Also, don't want to be that guy, aber in Uniform, viele würden sagen, in Uniform schlecht aussehen ist schwieriger als gut aussehen. Yeah. It's like she's everything Sarah isn't. You could say that again. So it seems like those two have more than a little history between them. Alright, I suppose we ought to get moving then. Yeah, we need to hop a tram to where our lodgings are, then find the addresses we've been given. We've got a long 3 days ahead of us, so let's give them our best. You can count on it. Fee, Laura, take care of yourself. You too. May the goddess be with you all. Take care. Alright, bye for now then. This eastbound orbital tram will be departing momentarily. All those wishing to board, please do so at this time. Mir ist jetzt gerade gar nicht mehr der Vancouver Street. Gar nicht mehr sicher, wie Alto Street aussah. Aber ich kann mich einfach kann ich deutlich besser an Wester Street erinnern. Cold Steel 3 und 4. Und sind wir da nicht auch in Reverie? Ich glaube ja. I haven't been to the capital in a long time. But I'm always surprised at just how big this street is. Really? It's huge, nothing special to those who've lived here all their lives. But I suppose seeing all the old cars and trams zipping along must be a real sight to people from the provinces. Indeed, even though in my home province people are depending less and less on horse-drawn carriages. I've never seen so many old cars in one place before. Well, even here, carriages were the standard up until around 20 years ago. But these days they seem kind of quaint. You never really see them anymore. The public capital has a lot of cars too, just like this. After that, Crossbill probably has the most. Oh really? You've done a lot of traveling for someone your age. So I guess when you were in yep, Jaeger work takes your places. Anyway, what's Alto Street like? That's where we're staying while we're here, right? Isn't that where your house is, Elliot? Yeah, it's a pretty calm street, I guess. Ah, we should be taking a ride here. Alto Street. I don't really find myself near Alto Street all that often. Look like you live in a nice part of the city though. You think? Anyway, we should start looking for where our lodgings are. Oh yeah, Elliot, you live around here, right? Why don't we drop by your house first? But well, that does seem like the natural thing to do. I kind of want to see it. Well, it's really near here, but still. I doubt my dad will be in it. I'm not sure if my sis will be either. Yeah, I think you mentioned having an older sister before. All the more reason to pay a visit then, right? Okay, if you insist. Thanks. Our house is a two-story place with all the flowers over there. Don't know if anyone's home right now, but we can at least have a look. Yay. Sind wir hier in Alto Street? Gerade mal gucken. Ein Haus, da unten ist irgendwas. Mal gucken. Ey, ich weiß auch schon, warum ich mich kaum noch an diese Straße erinnere, weil hier ist halt legit gefühlt gar nichts außer das Haus von Elliot und das Konzertcafé. Okay. It's been so long since I was last here that I feel a bit nervous. Don't worry, I know the feeling. No need for such hand-wringing. It is your home after all. I know, but still. Okay, come on in. Wow, feels like it's been ages since I was home. So this is Elliot's house. Oh, is someone there? I'll be with you in just a moment. Sorry for wait. What? Is she? She looks just like Elliot. Hi sis, I'm home. Elliot. Elliot. Whoa. Oh my. It's you, it's really you. I didn't think I'd be able to see you again so soon. Oh, thank the goddess. Sis, please, not in front of my classmates. Look like they get along pretty well. Yeah, I'm almost jealous. Fiona Quigg. I'm Elliot's older sister, Fiona Quigg. I hear you've been saving my brother's skin at school. I'm so glad to finally meet all of you. Actually, Elliot's the one doing the saving most of the time. Indeed, his attentiveness has proven valuable on many occasions. Yeah, it has. Are you blushing? Oh, of course not. Why would I be? You must be Ween, Laura, Marcius, and Fee? Now I can see what you meant when you wrote that you'd made some really interesting friends. Yeah. You're not teaching any piano classes today? As it so happens, I have the day off. And none of the children have come by either, so you picked a good time to visit. Oh, you teach piano here at home? Elliot is in the wind orchestra at the academy too. Is everyone in this family a musician? Well, almost. My dad's not really the musical type. Couldn't carry a tune in a wheelbarrow. I'd love the chance to go to a concert as a family once in a while. But he's so busy with work that he rarely has the chance to come home and see us. What does your dad do anyway? Well... Oh, have you not told them? Now that you mention it, I don't recall you ever saying. Is it something secret you can't talk about? Oh no, nothing like that. He's in the Imperial Army. The Imperial Army, really? Yeah, probably no way you'd guess that looking at me, right? I didn't exactly inherit the physique. You've got a point. But man, the last name Craig in the army, it sounds really familiar. Wait, your father wouldn't happen to be Olaf Craig, would he? The Olaf Craig, decorated Lieutenant General of Erebonias Armed Forces. That's our dad, alright. I think I've heard of him. Many consider him the most formidable general in the Imperial Army, and he's known more widely around the Empire simply as Craig the Red. He leads the 4th Armored Division, which boasts the greatest firepower in the entire armed forces. I read about him in the research I did before entering the academy, but I never put 2 and 2 together when I met Elliot. Come to think of it, doesn't this Dr. Neidhart come from the 4th Armored Division too? It kind of threw me when I saw Elliot just casually chatting with him a while ago. But now I can see how you'd wind up talking with him outside of class. Oh, did you see that? Yeah, I met him through my dad before coming to the academy. Well, I'm not surprised you didn't peg me as Olaf Craig's son. I was kinda hoping you wouldn't find out. Elliot? Doesn't take a psychic to see there's something going on there. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make things all awkward like this. Just don't worry about it. Alright. Do you know of any hotels around here, Fiona? We've got an address for where we're staying, and it's apparently around here, but I've got no clue where it actually is. What? You're not staying here? Well, we are in town for a field study. Besides, there aren't enough beds here for all of us. But it's been so long since I last saw you. I guess you finally reached that age when it's not cool to give your sis big hug anymore. I feel a little sad, but I guess we all grow up. I'll be watching over you, so... Sis, please. His sister seems to be even more attached to him than he is to her. Still, that's kind of strange. There aren't any hotels in this area, at least not that I know of. None at all? Perhaps my father gave us the wrong address? But your father doesn't seem like the type to make such a careless mistake. I'm not 100% sure, but can you show me the address he gave you? Oh, sure thing, it's written right here. We handed the memo with the address of their lodging to Fiona. Oh, I think I know where this is. Isn't this where the old Bracer Guild used to be? Oh, a guild branch. Are you sure? Yeah, an old friend of mine used to work there, though we've been out of touch for a while now. Really? I had no idea. Bracers, huh? Still, I'm baffled as to why my father would choose to put us up in ein Old Guildhaus. Und gerade interessant ist, alles, was Vieh gerade beizutragen hat, das Wort Braces, Ich bezweifle, dass das eine Art von Vorstellung ist, aber einfach ein lustiger Zufall. Well, we should at least go have a look for ourselves. Do you know the way, Elliot? I think so. It should be just down the road from here. Oh, I was hoping you'd stay a bit longer, but if you have things to do, I'll just sit here alone. It'll make my day if you drop by for meals while you're here, though. I'd be more than happy to cook for you all. That sounds great. What do you guys think? Well, if it wouldn't be any trouble. I mean, I'm not going to turn down home cooking. I'm in. That's the spirit. I'll be sure to treat you to the very best I can whip up this evening. So make sure to get plenty done today and work up a real appetite. It seems we have more than just the festival to look forward to now. You said it. Alright, let's head on over to the guild. Okay. Dann gehen wir doch mal da hinüber. Das war dann das Gebäude. Da wollten wir gucken, ob das Gebäude... Alter. Hitbox in diesem Spiel. Yikes. Aber die haben halt den Sporting Gauntlet abgenommen. Yeah, this is definitely the place written on the memo. I didn't think we'd end up staying in an old guild branch. I'm guessing Group B was picked up in the other one then. So there's more than one guild branch in the city? Yeah, back when the guild still had a presence in Heimdallr, there were 2 branches. The guild pulled out of the city over a year ago though, so not many pay much attention to these buildings now. Is that so? The guild still has an active branch in my hometown, Legram. Really, that's more the exception than the rule these days. The building looks surprisingly new, considering they've been gone for over a year. Or that's because there was a big fire that swept through here about 2 years ago. They rebuilt the buildings after that, but they wound up getting shuttered when the guild left town anyway. No one knows for sure whether the fire was an accident or not. Some people still think it was set by terrorists. Oh, das müsste das Ding von Campanella gewesen sein, wo er damit wo er damit heilig war, oder? That's an unsettling thought. Just a rumor though, there's no proof or anything. Must have been that operation. Nothing. Oh, oder war es die Red Constellation? Oder was? Ne, selbst war es auf keinen Fall. Ich meine, das war das Ding mit, ich glaube, Campanella war dran beteiligt. Und daraus am Ende deswegen, da war Cass, das war das Ding, was die Society gemacht hat, damit Cassius aus Le Bourg raus ist, jetzt nach Erebonian, um damit zu helfen. Dann haben sie ihn rausgeholt. Genau, ich glaube, das war das. Und das hatte, warum auch immer, irgendwann zur Folge, dass Empire dann die Bracer abgeschafft hat. Das wurde irgendwann, glaube ich, auch mal erwähnt in Sky. Das ist aber jetzt zu lang her, damit ich mich daran erinnern kann, wieso genau nochmal die Bracer abgeschafft wurde. Vielleicht werden wir das gleich nochmal irgendwann im Laufe der Part nochmal hier erfahren. Anyway, let's head in, shall we? My father gave us the key, so we should be able to let ourselves in. Well, shall we open it up? Use key. That's a supporting gauntlet. Das ist ein sehr normales Bracer Guild layout. You know, I was actually expecting it to be way less tidy inside. There's some kind of notice posted up on some of the walls and bulletin boards. Seems to be a notice of who's currently in charge of a building. Apparently it's currently owned by the local government. Well, that explains why the governor had the authority to let us stay here while we're in town. Which part are we staying in then? There's nothing but a reception counter down here, so I suppose we must be staying upstairs. Let's go drop off our stuff and see what we've got in store for today. He's prepared brand new beds for us and everything. Isn't that going a little far? This isn't a hotel. I'm not gonna complain. Your dad really seems like a nice guy. We should appreciate his consideration. Alright, now that we've got our lodging sorted out, time to take a look at today's task. Assigned task. Ember Armor. One of my cafe's most popular records has been shattered. If possible, I'd like to get another record. It's the same song, but I need help. Visit me at the Concert Café Etoile on Alto Street for further information. Oh, Ember Armor ist doch der Song mit dem Olivier in Sky 1 auftaucht. Oder wenn er da auf diesem Schiff taucht, dann wird doch, glaube ich, Ember Armor spielt doch, glaube ich, Ember Armor. Chronicles of Chronicle. A journalist at the Imperial Chronicle needs assistance with a tourism piece he's preparing. For more information, speak to me at reception in our office on Vanquist Street and I will connect you to. A customer who visited my gelato stall yesterday accidentally dropped their hat. I'd like to get it back to them, but I'm not sure how. If you have any good ideas, please visit my stall in Drycoats Plaza. My name is Noble. I run the Der Himmel Hotel, which unfortunately currently has a monster lurking beneath it. If you can get rid of it, please see me at my hotel in the Garnier District. Das ist Noble, den habe ich ein bisschen raufschulen. Aber hey, es ist Lost Pause, ein YouTuber. Hey, wer hätte gedacht? The tasks Marcus's father selected certainly show the variety one would expect from a city this size. Yeah. We'll need to make sure we know exactly what each task involves before taking it on. Our group's covering the area east of Vanquist Street, so it might be a good idea to go around and scope out all these places before noon. Agreed. I want to get an idea of where everything is. You can use the orbital trams to visit all the relevant locations on this side of the city while we're going through our task. You two alright with being on travel guides? Of course, might as well put our knowledge to use. Maybe hard to show you around the city this size, but I'll give you as grand a tour as I can. She said she'll fix dinner for us, so let's head back here when it starts getting late. Yeah, once we're done with everything, let's go to Elliot's house. Okay, let's get moving. We've got a lot of ground to cover. Understood. Let's do all we can to ensure we're not shown up by Group B. Yes, indeed. While in Heimdallr, you can travel between the areas of the city relevant to the group's field study. To travel, either walk to the end of an area map, or press the square button and select one of the destinations listed. Each area also has a tram stop, which you can visit to travel by tram to other areas. At certain points in the chapter, you need to ride the tram to reach your destination. Super. Vermutet man nicht, dass ich hier irgendwas Interessantes erfahre in dem Guild Branch. Hier hängt wahrscheinlich nicht irgendwie ein Foto von Estelle oder so rum. Oh Moment, was haben wir denn da? Oh perfekt, einfach wenn man nicht lesen kann. Schade. Schade, schade. So. Wir gehen direkt einmal zu Vanquist Street. An die kann ich mich noch erinnern. Die ist halt aber auch in quasi jedem Spiel. So this is Vanquist Street. It sure is busy. Of course, it's the biggest street in Heimdallr. There's more to it than just Plaza Bifrost too, which means you'll see lots of different types of people. Different types of people and different types of orbital vehicles, it seems. Well, that's partially due to the Imperial Transportation Act that came into effect last year. Don't run into the roads, Marcias. You're the last person I need treating me like a child. Anyway, it sounds like we'll be coming here a lot during our visit. We gotta take the chance to familiarize ourselves with the shops here. Na, wir wollen einmal hier rein. Hier haben wir das All Foods. Hier gibt es aber nichts, was ich haben will. Hier aber, wir haben... Okay, ich habe schon einen, warum auch immer. Obwohl doch, den haben wir ja schon gekauft gehabt, ne, genau. Aber wir haben 3 weitere Kapitel von Canelia. Dann noch ein Mimosa-Café. Okay, der verkauft nichts. General Goods. Da nehmen wir mal irgendwie 2 hiervon mit. Puppy Strap nehmen wir irgendwie mal 2 mit. Red Pendulum kaufen wir mal 1 von. Einfach damit ich ein paar Sachen halt alle mal habe noch. So. Drugstore. Ach so, okay, das ist einfach nur so Sachen. So, ich muss mit ihr sprechen. We're giving out this recipe to everyone who stops by during the summer festival. It's a recipe to make a delicious gratin. Don't believe me? Try it yourself. Tomato gratin. Let's go. So, und dann... muss ich gerade noch zu Dwykel's Plaza einmal. Letzte Amtshandlung für diesen Part. Und dann schön nächsten Part mit dem Sidequest anfangen können. This is Dwykel's Plaza. Large building you can see in the distance is Warflame Palace, home of the Imperial family and the government. I can see a statue of Emperor Dwykel the Lionheart in the center of the plaza as well. This is the one place in the capital that never gets any less stunning, no matter how many times I see it. Well, we've come all the way out here, we might as well go take a closer look. Yep. Ja, der Grund, warum ich hier hin wollte, befindet sich in der nordöstlichen Ecke hier oben.
Ooh, this looks like...
Denn hier kann man angeln. Machen wir das doch auch gerade nochmal. Weil ich gerade sehr ungewohnt ist, dass das hier das Minispiel ist. Das
Wow, this is a big one.
Payback 2 Minispiel ist dann doch ein bisschen cooler. Das ist halt auch actually ein Minispiel, wo nicht schwer, aber actually ein wirklich ein Minispiel. Und das hier ist ja zum großen Teil einfach nur ein bisschen nervig.
Wow, this is a big one.
So, Dankeschön. Und der letzte Fisch. Schon wieder derselbe Fisch. Toll. Ich hätte... Warum zur Hölle habe ich jetzt zum selben Fisch 3-mal geangelt? Was soll das? Ah.
Wow, this is a big one.
Da habe ich halt 3 Trouts. Ja, wenn ich gerade mal gucke, Fishing. Der Trout ist Capital. Ansonsten glaube ich. Ja gut, okay, ich habe halt dadurch, dass wir im New Game Plus sind, habe ich halt bezieht Fischverteilung halt nicht anders, aber ich habe glaube ich ein paar Fische schon, die wir eigentlich noch gar nicht haben sollten, wenn das kein New Game Plus wäre, von daher ja gut. Aber gut, das ist dann jetzt halt so. Aber überlegen will ich nicht zu einem anderen. Okay, gut, dann das hier dann die Stelle, an die ich die Party beende. Wenn euch gefallen hat, lasst gerne dann mal oben da und in den Kanal und werde es verpassen. Und beim nächsten Mal fangen wir dann mit dem Sidequest an. Bis dahin. Ciao, ciao.